Hey, this is Ebube Olivia Akueme, and I'm coming to you live from Kent in the UK. How are you today? I hope you're well and you're good. Today marks the last Wednesday, the last Facebook Live for myself in the year 2021. Wow, what a year it's been. What a year 2021 has been. And for some people, it's been a very good year. For some other people, it's one of those years that, they just want to bury and forget. But whatever your year is, there's something that, would be nice to do. And that's just to look in your year and say to yourself, who is the one person? Who is the one person you would like to thank? Who is your person of the year? Whether it's a man or a woman, your man of the year, your woman of the year, just the person of the year that you really want to thank, really want to show a lot of gratitude to, because they've been there for you. They've done something in one way or the other to encourage you, to help you, to hold you, to help you achieve your goals, your dreams, whatever it may be. It's always very good at this time of the year to just to take out that time, to show gratitude. So who is your person of the year? Who is the person of the year? Somebody who has inspired you in one way or the other, has contributed in one way or the other to your well-being, to one or more areas of your life. Who is this person? That is your person of the year. And they might be family, it might be somebody in your house. Why not, if not, charity, they say, begins at home. So who is your person of the year 2021? So today is the 29th of December 2021, and we are coming to the very end of 2021. So many dreams have been fulfilled and some have probably not been fulfilled, but that's not the point. The point is asking yourself this question as we go into 2022, the new year. Today is all about you, and my topic for discussion is, what would you bring to your year 2022? What will be different? A lot of people go into the new year wanting something to happen, something different to happen and all of that. And that's always very good and dandy and nice. But the biggest question is not what would your year give you or what would your year bring to you, or what would you bring to your year? So what are you going to bring to 2022? What are your plans? If 2021 and the years that have gone by are going to be different from 2022, then the question to ask yourself is, what do I need to do differently? What do I need to say differently? How do I need to be probably differently to make my year 2022, make it different, make it not the same old kind of year in, year out. One of my very favorite business philosophers, Jim Rohn, you probably have heard about him before. He was asked this question, Jim, you're so wise and you're very philosophical. Tell us, what do you see happening? This was when he was alive, when he was saying this story. What do you see happening in the next 5 years? And he said, yes, I can tell you. This was a group of people asking him, I can tell you what will happen in the next 5 years. You see, the next 5 years will be the same as the last 5 years. But it will depend on if you've done something different or if you're going to be doing something different. So my question for you today, my question for you this evening on the 29th of December 2021 is, what would you be doing differently come 2022? Because 2022 is just around the corner and it will come in a flash, just the same way 2021 came in a flash. And then the question is, and then what happens? And then, what have you achieved or whatever. Hi, Buki, how are you? Good to see you. For those on my Facebook Live, I hope you're well and you're good, and you're just enjoying your day wherever you are, whether you're at work, you're at home, maybe you're on holiday, you're spending time with family. I hope you're well and you're fine and you're good. Okay, so my topic today, if you're just tuning in and if you're just joining me, I'm going to be talking about you and your year 2022. And the question is, what would you be bringing to the year 2022? And there are three things that I want to share with you. Because if you pay attention to these three things, then it's very likely that your year 2022 will be different. It will be different because you'll be producing different results. And when you produce different results, obviously you create some kind of different, the circumstances change, things things become different and all of that. The number one thing really would be your thoughts. Your thoughts. If you keep on with the same kind of thought patterns that you've had in the year 2021 and years gone by, especially the ones that you don't like, and you keep on with those kind of thought patterns, you definitely will be producing the same results, because thoughts, they say, are things. And the way we think, the way we, put things together in our heads, in our minds, and our perspective in life and all of that, has the thing that has helped us, or maybe not helped us, but has been the thing that has actually produced the kind of results that we have today. So the question is, what would you be doing differently, and how would you be thinking differently in the next year? And for me, there are two major sources of thinking differently. The first one has to do with the kind of people that you associate with. So of course, if you're hanging out with the same kind of people, and these are people that are not helping you, are not moving you forward, they're not adding any kind of value to you in any way or shape or form, but you're still hanging out with them, that's one. The second thing that would change your thought and the way you think are books. Books are very good. So people and books would have that direct impact on your thought pattern, on your thought life, the way you think, the way you see things, and so on. So what are your plans for your circle of people? Somebody nicely said that, if if you're in a circle, how did they say it again? So if you're in a circle and things are not changing, or you're not getting better, it means that you're actually in a cage. You're not in a circle, you're in a cage. You're not in a circle of people that can help you, promote you, help you, inspire you, encourage you, and all of that. So you need to check with the first few people, the first top 5 people in your circle. How do they inspire you? How do they move you forward? How do they help you in any shape or form, in any area of your life, to progress or to move forward? If that's not happening, then what books are you reading? What books are helping you, changing the way you see things and the ideas? Because we get a lot of good ideas from books. So what books are you reading? What's on your shelf today? When you're on your phone, what exactly do you do? Do you read, or you just scroll and, look at other people's lives and, excuse me, things they're doing and things they're not doing? So we have to begin to think about what we're thinking about. And the more we can have that impact and direct change on our thought patterns and the way we see things and our perspective, of course, our results will be different. So this is the one thing that you can bring to 2022, because my question, if you're just tuning in, is asking that question: what would you be bringing to the year 2022? It's not about what would the year give you. It's not about what would the year bring to you. But the question is, before you ask of the year to give you something, the year has to ask of you to bring something. So you have to contribute in the year 2022. You have to give your year something. So if you're just tuning in, my question today is, what would you be bringing to the year 2022? What would make 2022 different? I know a lot of people have the the intention and the mind of, okay, when I get into the new year, it's going to be different. Yes, I can get that, but what is going to make it different? So the first thing really is to concentrate on the way you think, your thinking pattern, your thought patterns, or whatever. And the two things that will influence those are the people that you hang out with and the books that you read. So you need to pay attention to that. You need to have some kind of plan or strategy around the kind of people that you mix with, around the kind of books that you read, so that they help you and they give you ideas and things that can move you forward in any area of your life, whether it's in your relationships, whether it's in your finances, or in your health, or in your career, or your work, or in just in your, I think I said relationships before, but whatever it is, or your spirituality, that was the fifth one I was looking for. But whatever it is, you have to ensure that you plant yourself just like a seed would in the right environment. If you're not in the right environment, being the kind of people around you, the ideas that you have in your head, then you're not getting the right kind of feed that you need that will help you to blossom and to grow in 2022. 2022 is going to be a fantastic year. However, it will be a fantastic year if you put in something first into your year. And the way you're going to do that is, first of all, number one, to think about what you're thinking about, which is your thought patterns, the way your perspective and the way you see life, and you will be influenced by the people around you, your environment, the ideas you collect, your books, the books you read, and the kind of books that you read. That will be my tip number one of how you can make 2022 different. The second thing now is to consider taking more action, daily action, weekly action, monthly action. But it's in the daily, it's in the doing things on a daily basis. And that's where we begin to see change. I will begin to see a difference. I will begin to set new habits, because actions really are our habits. And we begin to set those habits that begin to turn things on their head and turn things around to help us. So my question is today, what habits, what actions are you going to be taking on a daily basis? Do you know what these actions are? As you go into your year 2022, what actions are you going to be taking to make the year different? Come this time, December, God willing, 2022, when you sit down and you begin to calculate, okay, what have I done in my year 2022? What actions are you planning on taking that will make that moment different, that will make that moment more beautiful, that will make that moment more meaningful for you? So it all starts with your thoughts. But then the next thing is the actions as well, the actions that follow. What actions are you planning on taking on a daily basis? If it's your health, what is your health plan for the year on a daily basis? If it's your relationship, maybe you want to have more friends or you want to maintain your relationships. What is your plan? What is the thing that you're going to be doing on a daily basis? If it's not daily, maybe weekly or monthly, but what are the things that you're going to be doing to change things? Maybe in your finances. Do you need to save more money? Do you have a plan to save more, maybe on a weekly basis or a monthly basis? I don't know. These are questions that you need to ask yourself, because if you don't prepare your mind and prepare yourself as you get into the year 2022, then you'll be going into 2022, but it's going to be the same old results. And this is what you want to do. You want to create a different kind of result, a different kind of circumstance, situation for yourself. Why not? You have that time to do it. You have the year ahead of you. It's an opportunity and it's an invitation to start afresh, to begin more intelligently, but you have to do it with what? With thinking rightly, with doing things rightly. And then my third point, and this is the most important one of the three things, your thoughts, your actions, and the third one has to do with your personal development. You see, the thing is, a lot of us, a lot of people, they want things to change, but this is what people don't want. They don't want change, and it is impossible. It is impossible. New results, if you identify any kind of results that you want, new results come with new ways of doing things. So, as we look at tip number 3, is your personal development. For instance, what would your gratitude life look like? When you wake up in the morning or at the end of your day, are you going to be more grateful? Are you going to be giving thanks more? Maybe you need to be more patient with people. Maybe that's what it is. Or maybe you just probably have to learn how to build trust and integrity with other people as well. But the thing is that of the thing that the year asks of us is to become better people, is to become better in ourselves, to grow and to develop. And so we have to look at the areas in our lives that we need to change, our character and things like that, you know? So going away with the 3 points, the year 2022, I promise you, will be beautiful. It will be good. Even if it was just one area of your life that you changed and you focused on that one area and you did it, you've done something. But what I'm saying is, never go into any year. Don't go into 2022 thinking, what would this year give me, without you having a very good plan as to what you are going to give your year. So the question today is, what are you going to give to 2022? And the 3 areas I've mentioned: your thoughts, your actions, and your personal development as well. Those 3 areas, you need to begin to think about how you want to carry things out in those areas. Think about how you want to carry things out in those 3 areas, so that at the end of the year 2022, you'll be pleased with yourself, and you'll be happy that you've used your year in such a way that you should use your year to your benefit and for your good as well. So my dear friends, I hope you've taken one thing or the other away from today's Facebook and Instagram Live. But I hope that, you can look ahead at the year and smile. Come prepared to 2022. Don't be one of those people that would, just stroll into 2022 and asking the year to give you things when you haven't even bothered to bring one thing, one single change in any area of your life to your year, but you're expecting the year to give you the best it can give you. The year can only give you what you give the year. So my question to you today is, what would you be bringing to 2022? I hope this helps. And until next Wednesday, my dear friends, stay well, be well, have a very happy New Year 2022, New Year celebration, but most importantly, begin to think about your year ahead. It's going to be a good year, a great year, a phenomenal year. However, it will depend on what you bring to 2022. Stay well. Take care. Bye.